Welcome to the third session of our podcast where we discuss unveiling AI from inspiration to implementation. Today we'll be discussing AI in the fields of crime and traffic control and other allied areas as well. So, sir, we've been discussing how AI is transforming various industries and it's also making waves in the realms of public safety. So, especially in countries where crime runs rampant, can you tell us how AI is being used in crime analysis and what potential benefits it holds? And how it could help our police forces also to make more informed decisions and even prevent probable future crimes as well.
Yeah, very good. Thanks. So, your questions are based on how AI is basically useful for everyday life.
Of course, yes.
So this shows that it is the hot topic these days, and why it is hot topic. Okay, crime is you go to any country. Okay, crime is there. Of course, India and US and everywhere. I'll give you certain examples where you will be able to find why AI is so important in crime prevention.
Correct.
Okay, and how it is being instrumental as well. There is one tool referred to as HART. Okay, it's a harm assessment risk tool. It is being used in China. It is being used in US as well. So I'll give you the use of this. Okay, it works on machine learning algorithm. Okay. What kind of algorithm it is being used, I have no idea about it, but we can also develop it. Okay. So the prisoners who are serving the sentence, maybe 10 years, 15 years, whatever, okay, they are entitled to go for parole. So maybe after 2 years of good behavior, they go out for 1 month or 2 months or whatever. Okay. Now the decision is based on what is the behavior of the prisoner for past some time, what kind of crime he did, what is the situation of the victim, where is the victim, what are the chances that the prisoner will go out on parole and will never come back, or will do the crime again, will hurt the victim. Okay, based on the past data, the machine learning algorithm decides or gives the suggestion to the jailer as well as to the judge that what are the chances that he will come back, what were the chances that he will commit one more crime. Okay. And based on that, the judge is supposed to decide or take the decision whether to give the parole or not. Okay, so this tool is becoming quite instrumental these days, quite important these days. Okay, that is one thing. Second, I'll give you this very important aspect. The software name I don't remember right now, but then the software is so important. It is being used in Israel. It is being used in US as well. It's basically a computer vision system. Okay, it is fitted at the intersections. It understands the behavior, or it records the behavior of the people, and it predicts whether there could be a crime in this area or not. Okay, so that is quite important. Another thing is that it is very important aspect I would like to mention. That case was back in 1996, where there was a woman in California which was molested and then later killed. Okay, but then police tried to find so many. They tried to find the history cheaters and who might have done the crime and all, but they couldn't find anyone. There was no camera and nothing was found. Right. However, the blood sample and semen sample was with the police. Okay, but then there was no mechanism by which they can be able to find the zero in on certain community. Correct. Okay, but that was the time back in 2005 where the machine learning algorithms were quite important, or they are becoming quite available with us. Okay. Then what they did is that they took the DNA from that semen and they found that what could be the race of that particular man. Okay, and then they understood that that comes from a particular community. Correct. Okay, Hispanic side. Correct. And then they started concentrating on those people, those history cheaters which are from that background. Correct. And within 24 hours they found the culprit. Okay, so those crimes which were considered can be unsolved or file closed, those also could be found. Okay, so this is the way the crime prevention can be tackled or being tackled these days using AI and machine learning.
Definitely. Yeah. So, sir, in your right now you mentioned all these predictive models that can be used for preventing crimes. So, what about analyzing crimes? Once it's done, So any other tools that you've maybe come across that analyze crimes once it's done?
There is one tool referred to as Predpol,
Okay.
which is developed by one of the universities in UK. It is being used in California.
Mhm.
So what they do is that based on this is again a kind of predictive model.
Okay.
Based on the kind of modus operandi
Right.
used for particular crime.
Correct.
It is being used for prediction of the future crime in the similar area.
Right.
I'll give you one more app which is referred to as Safety Pin. Which can be installed on our cell phone. And that particular app, it measures your EEG. And then once it understands that you become little anxious, little scared, it will start recording audio and video around you. And it will give you the phone call of your closest person. And then it informs him or her that somebody who is having this number is in this area, and this is the audio or video recording it, and is feeling anxious. So this is one of the quite important ways by which the analysis of the crime history can be used for particular prediction, maybe avoiding the crime.
Definitely. So, so this brings us to the next question. A lot of ML algorithms are now being used to find patterns and even like behavioral cues. So, using computer vision, one can find the nuances of human expression as well. A slight frown, a slight smile. So, even these tiny nuances can be picked up by these ML algorithms. So, all these behavioral markers. So, all of these could greatly aid in the judicial process. So, what are your thoughts on this? On should these ML algorithms be used in aiding the judiciary?
As of now, I believe that the algorithms are still learning.
Of course.
Because the way that we provide the data, algorithms learn.
Correct.
So we have to first work on the data which is credible, and then make the algorithms learn. Because see, judicial decisions can make the life, can destroy the life.
Of course.
So the data what we are using for, as you mentioned, facial expressions, maybe crying or whatever. So those kind of data has to be more credible.
Of course.
So that we can make more decisions. So I believe as of now, they are in little nascent stage.
Definitely, sir. All right. So, shifting our focus to a bit of a problem that I believe citizens of Pune and India in general face on a daily basis, which is traffic control. So, I recently actually come across an article wherein Bangalore was implementing a new Japanese technology called Moderato for efficiently diverging traffic flow using IoT. So, many such new technologies are emerging because it's such a pressing daily issue that causes a plethora of consequences. So, can AI also be leveraged here in some way?
Yes. See, again, I'll come back to little low level of the problem. Which we are using on Google Map. Same thing.
True.
So the app you mentioned works on the similar terms.
Correct.
Like for example, from here I have to go to destination A, and then to go to destination A from my current destination, maybe there are 3 or 4 ways, but then Google Map shows me only the one which is more efficient. Less traffic.
Correct.
So this way the algorithm is working.
Definitely.
But I believe that we have to come up with more apps as such, not only believing the Google apps, and we have to come up with more indigenous apps. So what we are talking about in Bangalore.
Right. And what about signal systems also that can be implemented using AI?
Oh yes. This is what I mentioned that in our earlier discussions. Based on the maximum waiting time per vehicle at a particular lane, at a particular in one intersection and in the networks of intersections.
Right.
So we have to come up with the particular red signal, amber signal, and the green signal.
Correct.
One of my previous universities, Dr. Dipti Srinivasan, what she developed was a signal controlling system. Very adaptive system, you can say. The sensors were fit on the below the ground or on the road. And they keep measuring that how many vehicles are waiting for how much time.
Right.
I'm talking about back in 2008. That at that time they had a census where they can see whether the vehicle came or not.
Correct.
That was the faster system. Nowadays we have computer vision system by which we can measure several vehicles in a second. So those kinds of systems are there.
Definitely, that's great. Okay, so on the topic of vehicles and on this certain topic itself, so AI has a very big role to play in efficient transportation as well, as we know. So self-driving cars have also started emerging in the Western market that might soon make their way to us. But so what are some of the things that should be kept in mind when it comes to AI about transportation?
Okay, I have worked on transportation,
Okay.
applying AI systems. Okay.
Okay.
I'll give you that project idea. Then, because we are not talking about commuting now, we're
Of
talking
course.
about transportation,
Transportation,
of
correct.
goods. Okay.
Yes, of course.
So my office was in Windsor, and other side was Detroit.
Okay.
Okay. And then in between them there was a bridge referred to as Ambassador Bridge.
Right.
Okay. I'm talking about the time in 2013, 14, 15. Okay. So you can go anytime there, and then you can see the vehicles are waiting for clearance on both sides, UK side and US side. At least 150 trucks and vehicles waiting for clearance. Okay.
My gosh.
So yeah, so the average waiting time was varying from 1 minute to entire day. So now, the project was given to me in which we worked on how to minimize that waiting time. One way was make one more bridge. Okay, that is very expensive.
Of course.
Second thing is you cannot play with the security. Now what we worked on is that come up with a model, AI based model, by which the every trucker or the trucking or say FedEx or say those other transportation agencies,
Right.
they have to declare in what container at what place, whether there are tomatoes on one side, whether there are mangoes on one side, there are vegetables, and there are computers, at what place in the truck, what is placed at what time.
Right.
Okay, and it is already given by the transportation agency to the authorities. Okay. So once the vehicle reaches there, okay, so it is scanned, and then within a minute or within say 16 to 20 seconds, they know that what was declared and what is there at what place, at what quality, and you can go ahead. Okay, so this way, this was basically kind of AI or you can say AI project being used or very efficiently used for the transportation.
Definitely.
One more. How to find the best route. Okay.
Oh, yes.
Now, suppose from Pune, the truck is supposed to deliver certain goods at from here to say Belgaum, from Belgaum to Bangalore to Chennai to Hyderabad and come back.
Right.
Okay. But then, what is the best route by which the minimum time would require and the minimum distance would require? So this is not only for one truck going for 5 to 6 cities. There are fleet of trucks, maybe 100 trucks by one transportation company, and they have to manage their routing. So AI plays a very pivotal role there, because if we're talking about 5 cities, okay, and then one truck going, so the number of possible solutions are possible acceptable solutions,
Right.
feasible solutions are 5 factorial.
5 factorial, that's right.
So if you are talking about 15 cities, it's 15 factorial, and how to find the best possible solution is becomes
very difficult.
is quite difficult. And if you are talking about not only one truck, we are talking about 15 or 100 trucks by one transportation company. So that becomes a very big complex problem.
True.
And AI plays a role in which I have worked on this, by which we can find the solutions in a fraction of a second, rather than waiting for hours.
Great. That's amazing. So talking about daily convenience, we've also seen a growth in the smart homes market, especially in India, in the last few years. So with people, opting for AI-based home security and control systems. So how far are we in making our homes truly smart and AI adaptable, in this day and age?
Okay. Thanks for this question. In 2019, I visited France, where there was a conference on smart homes. Okay, and where we could see that many people come and talk on smart homes. They are their own research and all. Where I have witnessed one, they make one prototype home, which was quite smart. Okay, but now we are one step ahead of smart. Okay, smart means it's based on sensors. It responds based on the user. Okay, but then I'll give you one idea. Okay, see, in 2020, okay, when the schools were shut down, kids were at home and parents were also at home. But after some time, parents had to go to office, but kids were at home. Okay, nowadays also is the same thing. Okay, So who will take care of the security of my son or my daughter? Okay.
Right.
So earlier there were a camera, like the same as I talked about the earlier in the wildlife conservation. Okay. Earlier there was camera by which we can have a security camera which can do the shooting, and we have all the data recorded, or who came or who are not and all. Nowadays the cameras are there by which computer vision camera basically. So these camera, they can identify who is at your doorstep. Okay, if he or she is history cheater, okay, it identifies it. It informs the parents, it informs the owner, it informs the police as well. Okay, that is one way. Second, nowadays another thing is that who is supposed to be at my place, I have to decide. Okay, but I'm not at my home. Okay, so my Instagram, my Facebook, my LinkedIn, as well as my own phone, okay, the names and photos are given to the camera. So if somebody at my place and I'm not at home, it gives me a phone call that, okay, this person who is your friend is at your doorstep, should we give him entry or not? Okay, so this is one way security for our home that is being which is AI enabled.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So I believe this brings us to the end of today's session as well. So we discussed quite a lot about traffic control and smart homes, and also crime prevention using AI-based models. So thank you so much, sir, for this very insightful session. And in the next session as well, we'll be covering more such various aspects where AI is deployed. And so stay tuned for the next sessions, and thank you, sir.
Thank you.